You know, there's a way that I actually feel like I'm living between two worlds. One is very quiet, and the other is incredibly raucous. In some ways, it's like leading two separate lives. All that we really can bring to the table is a certain set of sensibilities. And that's the result of influences. And we start collecting those influences when we're so young, and they're so specific to each of us that they're really almost like a fingerprint. I never went to design school. I was trained as a fine artist, and in printmaking specifically. I was always making collages from the time I was about 10. It was just a way that I was attracted to collecting things and moving them around on a piece of paper. And that's still how I design, and it's still how I make fine art. I've always been interested in what people call folk art. I'm really fascinated by the fact that given the choice between doing something like taking a nap or spending several hundred hours making a perfect basket, that there are people who actually choose to make the basket. There just seems to be this history that's pretty universal of people making things that are useful and also making them beautiful. And I think that's why I still love graphic design. I still really like the fact that what we do and what we make gets used.
Mnasangwa sunyandolo yusudo di makasa wanamleva wasu o sol mako salad. Yo.
A lot of our job at this point is about research, especially as clients ask us to communicate more and more complex kinds of data. And then we take that information and we push the edge of the envelope visually as far as we know how, because a lot of what we're doing is compensating for the fact that most people are really adverse to reading text. Because we've done a lot of corporate work, it's given us something of an insider's view. And it's sometimes a world that we've got some ambivalence about. But commerce seems pretty essential to human culture. I mean, it probably started out as simply as, hey, you've got a goat. I've got a chicken. We could trade. And here we are, hundreds of years later, looking for a new paradigm for what business could be and how design fits in.
What I find really interesting about the studio is that while most of our clients are corporations, we are like a small tribal unit which is really task integrated. So while our little tribe members are very unique characters, everyone contributes their talents to the really greater good of the studio.
You know, the work that we've done in the studio is a reflection of all the people who've come to work there. And there's no question that there's a shared set of sensibilities, but each person who's come has brought their own set of influences with them. And the work shows it.